in the house.
Sounds like a lovely weekend. What's up, man? Egg Benedict. I love good egg Benedict. I'm a pancake man. Sometimes
Yes, indeed, it's not me! At forward, standing 6'9", number 3, Jaden McDaniel. At forward, 6'8", number 30, Big Julius Randle. He's anyone from Denver, 6'5", and the Timberwolves one, Anthony Edwards. Starting at point, at 6'6", number 0, FP. Your first is Chris Dennis. Make some noise for your Minnesota Timberwolves.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Garza in at the 5. And for the Timberwolves, the wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. Randle and Reed holding down the post spots. And it's MP in at the point guard. Clark, you've been a part of this league for quite some time. What were some of your favorites?
To not include some of the big market cities, LA, New York, Chicago, Boston, in part because those teams were really good and they also had great fan bases and fun venues to play in.
Now, here's MP. Coming off a stellar performance against Oklahoma City.
Got to contest MP from out there. He is more than capable from 3.
Here's Pritchard. Here's White. Off target from outside. For 3, Edwards. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pritchard with the screen on Edwards. White the pass to Brown. Shoots over McDaniel. Shot clock at 6. Pritchard gets the bucket.
The playmaking of Brown continuing to evolve. Nice dime there.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. The Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Jacks up a three. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Edwards against White. Pass to Walsh. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, a new ownership group taking over for the Timberwolves. There remains a commitment to continuity on the basketball side. And while creating a replacement for the league's second oldest arena is a priority, they've made it clear their commitment is to remain in Minnesota.
You'll love to hear it. All right, Shams, we thank you for the report.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Bring music, scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up, though?
He took the opportunity when he saw it. Pritchard's got 10.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
MP dishes to Edwards. Randall outside. Pass to Rogers. A 3-ball. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. 9 points in the game so far.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
White looking around, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Hey, and White is a fighter now. When he's close inside, he's committed to going aggressively to the rack. And if he doesn't score, he at least is going to draw the foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
It didn't take long for White to distinguish himself in the league. He's a really good ball handler, and he's got some good moves, too.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Joe Ingles comes in for Randall. Clark, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards. And the Celtics also making a change. Minod's checked in. 1:14 left to play in the first quarter. On the wing, Ingles. The 3 from MP. Minot pulls it in. Celtics trail by 6. White, good. White's got his second bucket tonight.
Outstanding concentration that time by White on the tape. Played through the contact and scored.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
That one good for 2. And now that's 11 points for MP.
Showing a lot of muscle on the interior. MP unaffected by the defense there.
Outside White. 20 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And it's Brown that time on the assist by White.
Well, the pick didn't exactly neutralize the defender, but good concentration on the finish to still get the basket.
The shot's good from Roger.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 6. From Target Center, back in a moment. Substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Clark. Edwards, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Rogers subbed in for Mike Conley. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Mark, we see more coaches nowadays keeping a cool-headed, calm demeanor on the sideline.
And Kevin, I love it. I mean, you don't have to yell and scream to get your point across, and every coach has to coach according to his personality, but I do like the fact that we see more coaches being mindful of how they coach and recognizing that overly demonstrative behavior doesn't necessarily improve the outcome.
On the court for the Celtics, the guard pair. It's White and Brown. And it's Minot in at the fourth spot. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. This their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves this season.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
And you look at how they match up. Certainly you could see them losing, but you would still expect them to come away with 2 wins.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Kevin, back over to you.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. And it's White missing.
Well, he won't miss many of those. Not when he gets a good look like that.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Rising up for the throwdown. Major hops from Edwards.
There's a minute left to play here in the second quarter. White against Rogers. And with that shot, the Minnesota leaders cut down to 8 on the bucket from White. White's got 7 points for the quarter. So for the Timberwolves, their last game a win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
I don't think anybody would call him a consistent three-point threat, but Randall can certainly drop in a few if you give him room.
Here's Walsh, still without a basket. Here's Garza, no good with the triple. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 13-5 run. MP kicks to Randall, back to MP. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Brown down low. Here's White. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. Their work from beyond the arc has been a highlight. A lot of threes, finding the bottom of the bucket. Back to the action in just a minute.
Thanks for tuning in. We love the mountain climbing, don't we? Well, there's a huge mountain to climb for the Boston Celtics.
Number one goal in the offseason, get yourself some rim protectors. The guys you have cannot do it.
And credit their opponent for relentlessly exploiting that here. Next on the docket, power rankings. Fellas, let's see which teams are jostling for those top spots.
Checking out the Celtics, they're still at the bottom third of the league. Something will need to change for them to move up in the rankings.
We knew this team would need time to figure things out. And we were right. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
So it's Minnesota now. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Up to the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. Anthony Edwards out there with MP. And it's Reed in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Let's check out some of the best shooting teams out there. The Timberwolves, number 1.
Are just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Outside for Randall. Here's Edwards. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got his third assist on the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
That's a smart pass. Get it to Brown and just let Jalen cook.
And here's MP for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Rodgers has got 19 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
McDaniels passes to Rodgers. Nailed from three-point land. Rodgers has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Timberwolves. Outside, White. And we're about a minute to get it to Brown, and does. And McDaniels with the block.
The length of McDaniels, a big factor at both ends.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world, so there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
White. And that time, also a missed shot. Minnesota leading by 21. Here's Rodgers, and that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Brown outside. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Garza, no good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And finished off by McDaniel.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Minnesota. And a change for the Celtics. Minot's checked in. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. It's stolen by Edwards. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks. Anthony Edwards is truly a superstar on the rise. He said, quote, "People forget how young I am. I'm not even touching my prime yet. I'm just trying to get more efficient as every year goes by." Guys?
Yep, a star on the rise. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
The Timberwolves have gone 9 of 10 on their attempts in the third quarter. That is 90% from the field. What a roll they're on.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart.
4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
White up top. MP grabs the miss.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Clark Nasreed, a former six-man award winner in this league.
Yeah, I tell you, he was given the nickname Big Jelly in high school, and it has stuck with him. In fact, they've got some great T-shirts with that on it. And to be honest, I like it. I just would like to know the backstory as to how he became Big Jelly. His game is pretty sweet, too.
Here's Rodgers, and there's another one for the Timberwolves.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Pass to Garza. Pritchard from outside. A rebound by the Timberwolves. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The three from MP. It's rebounded by Walsh. The Celtics have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Here's Minot. Here's Garza. And a miss there on the triple. And a deep three from MP. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Timberwolves ahead, opening up a huge gap. From Target Center, back in a moment. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the court right now for the Celtics, they've got Sam Hauser. Brown out there with Chris Boucher. And it's Minot in at the four-man position. Conley, the pass to Ingles. A three-pointer is right on target. Ingles has got himself on the board with three there.
Another dime in the stellar career of dime dropping by Mike Conley. I tell you, he's dropped thousands of dimes in his career.
The Celtics working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Boucher. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 5 assists in the game.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Gobert finds Ingles. Boston grabs the miss. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Brown, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Ingles passes to Gobert. Lays it up off the glass.
This is Gobert's comfort zone, using his size to capitalize down there.
Gonzalez with it. On the wing, Brown. Defended by DiVincenzo. And the basket is good.
Well, he's leading the way, trying to get everybody else going now.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. Pass to Ingles. Beyond the arc. Boucher with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Now Hauser. No good on the triple. Just a little under 2.5 to Ingles. 3-pointer knocks down the 3-ball.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Pass to Brown. Out to the wing. Here's Gonzalez. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Minnesota's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Ingles kicks to DiVincenzo. Ingles with the screen for DiVincenzo. Now here's Conley. Here's the 3. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Boston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Gonzalez. Offline with his 3. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Timberwolves.
The sheer volume of 3-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And I love what they accomplished here tonight. Made the plays they had to, and that's why they'll go up 1-0 in their season series against the Celtics.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
He was superb as a facilitator, really orchestrated things offensively, created a lot of opportunities for ready shooters.
Hauser the pass to Boucher. Brown outside. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Brown, good.
Man, how about the cool, composed attitude of Jaylen Brown in these spots? I mean, rising up and knocking it down with the shot clock up against him, that's pretty good.
Now here's Conley. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Now let's go to our sideline reporter, Dominic Hamill.
MP, you were able to reach the 20-point mark tonight and help your team get the victory. Is this something you guys can build on?
I don't know.
Is that it?
I mean, we can, but will we? That's on us. You know, what this win means depends entirely on what we do next game. Proof's in the pudding, so we'll see what happens, Dominic.
Well, we appreciate your honesty, MP.
Dominic Hamill, always a good interview.
Kevin, back to you.
All right, Dom, thanks. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. See you next time.